If the Cold War is reduced to a moral struggle between capitalism and socialism, that interpretation may be convenient, but it is historically misleading. At its core, the Cold War was a competition for global power between two victorious superpowers of World War II, United States and Soviet Union, with ideology functioning less as a cause than as a legitimizing narrative. Each side spoke the language of liberation, security, and peace, while systematically pursuing spheres of influence and strategic dominance. The most controversial truth is that the Cold War was never truly cold for most of the world. It was hot, violent, and catastrophic across Asia, Africa, and Latin America. Millions died in proxy wars, coups, and internal conflicts fueled, financed, or manipulated by distant powers that never faced destruction on their own soil. Stability in Washington and Moscow was purchased through instability elsewhere. In this sense, the Cold War created a deeply unequal international order in which the lives of smaller nations were treated as expendable variables in a global equation. Equally troubling is the claim that nuclear deterrence kept the peace. What it actually produced was a form of peace grounded in permanent terror. The survival of humanity depended not on wisdom or cooperation, but on restraint, miscalculation, avoidance, and sheer luck. The world did not avoid nuclear war because the system was safe. It avoided it because it was fragile and terrifying. When the Soviet Union collapsed, many declared the Cold War over. What ended, however, was not the logic of confrontation, but merely one configuration of power. The habits of bloc politics, influence expansion, and strategic encirclement did not disappear. Seen this way, the Cold War is not just a historical period, it is a warning. When great powers speak of world order, history suggests that it is rarely they who pay the highest price.